Hi, hello everyone! I'm Toshi from Japan and tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you
9 new things Japan has changed in 2025. Japan is booming in 2025. In May alone, 3.69 million travelers visited, up over 21% from last year. With this growing popularity, there have been some big changes, some exciting, some challenging, for international visitors. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 must-know updates, including major changes to public transportation, important festival news for August, and even how the US trade policies might impact your Japan trip. These updates will help you avoid surprises and make your trip smoother, easier, and way more fun. Plus, I also offer guided tour in Japan, travel itineraries based on trip duration and area, and recommendations for unique cultural experiences.
You can find more information in the description below. So, let's get started.
Number 1. Train travel gets an upgrade. Great news for travelers using trains in Japan. One of Tokyo's major railway companies, Odakyu Railway, has announced that it's expanding tap to pay with credit and debit cards across its entire network. Countries like Canada, Singapore, and the UK already allow you to tap your Visa or MasterCard at train gates, and now Japan is catching up. Until now, most travelers in Japan had to use IC cards like Suica or Passmo, which require purchase and top-ups. While some areas like Fukuoka have started testing contactless systems, this hasn't been available widely in Tokyo or Osaka. But with this new update, you'll soon be able to tap your card on Odakyu trains, not just in central Tokyo, but also to popular destinations like Hakone, known for hot springs and Mount Fuji views. More train lines are expected to follow, making travel easier and smoother for international visitors.
I'll keep you updated with any new information, so please subscribe to my channel.
Number 2. How US tariffs could impact your Japan trip. In a previous video, I talked about how the latest tariff policies under President Trump are shaking up global markets. But now, there's a major update that could directly affect your next trip to Japan. Starting in August 2025, the US plans to impose a 25% tariff on goods imported from Japan, as trade talks between the two countries have stalled. So, why does this matter to travelers like you? I believe it could lead to higher costs for visiting Japan, for two main reasons. First, a stronger Japanese yen. In recent years, the yen hit a 30-year low, dropping to over 160 yen per US dollar, making Japan an incredibly affordable destination for tourists. Some even said Japan was 40% cheaper than before the pandemic. But tariffs like this tend to cause inflation inside the US, since American consumers, not foreign exporters, end up paying the price. That could weaken the dollar, making the yen stronger in comparison. In fact, after the new tariffs were announced, concerns about the US economy caused the yen to bounce back into the 140s. Second, demand for Japanese goods could spike. Since Japanese products in the US will become 25% more expensive, more people may fly to Japan for tax-free shopping and stock up while they can. Many of my tour clients have already said, even after buying a plane ticket, it's still cheaper to shop in Japan. But with more people buying, prices inside Japan could rise, too, including travel-related costs. Of course, these are just predictions, but it's worth keeping them in mind if you're planning a trip.
If you want to experience Japan at today's prices, now might be the perfect time to go.
Number 3. Japan drink prices are going up. Did you know that Japan's drink prices are going up? Ito-En, one of Japan's largest beverage companies, has announced a price increase starting October 1st. They'll raise prices on 149 drink products and 46 tea leaf items by 2.4 to 22.2%. Why? The company says it's due to rising costs in energy, logistics, labor, packaging, and raw materials, and they can no longer absorb those costs. This will definitely impact your trip because Japanese tea and bottled drinks are a big part of the experience here. In fact, matcha and other Japanese teas are incredibly popular among tourists. Many people even stock up and bring them home in their suitcases. If you're interested in tasting authentic Japanese tea during your trip, I recommend a tea tasting session by Matcha Trip, a partner of mine.
And if you book through my website, you'll get 500 yen off. Check the description for details.
Number 4. Japan Travel Alert. 1000 earthquakes in one area. As I mentioned in a previous video, Japan is known as one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. In fact, experts say there's an 80% chance that a massive Nankai Trough earthquake could strike within the next 30 years, something that made international headlines last year. And now, there's another earthquake concern. Since June 21st, over 1,000 earthquakes have been recorded in the Tokara Islands, located between mainland Japan and Okinawa. One of them even reached a magnitude of 6, which is strong enough to cause damage. Residents near the area have already begun evacuating, and tremors are continuing. Experts say this is not directly related to the Nankai Trough, but still advise caution. If you're planning to visit Japan soon, it's best to avoid the Tokara area for safety.
Japan is still very safe overall, but being informed helps ensure a smoother, safer trip.
Number 5. Avoid this hotel booking mistake. There have been multiple reports of serious booking issues with Agoda in Japan recently. Since March 2025, travelers have been arriving at their hotels only to find no reservation was made, despite receiving confirmation from Agoda. Japan's tourism agency even issued a formal warning to Agoda in March, and Agoda submitted improvement plans in April, but the issue still continues. Major hotels like Toyoko Inn and Hoshino Resorts have been affected and have voiced strong criticism toward Agoda. I personally experienced the same problem during a trip to Vietnam 2 years ago. I arrived late at night, exhausted, only to be told there was no room booked. It was stressful and draining to scramble for another hotel. That's why I highly recommend using Expedia, which I personally trust and partner with. There have been no issues reported, and you can book with peace of mind. You'll find a link in the description. Booking through it won't cost you anything extra, and it helps support this channel.
Enjoy your trip to Japan without any hotel surprises.
Number 6. Mario Kart in Tokyo faces new rules. One of the most popular activities among tourists in Tokyo is the real-life Mario Kart experience, where visitors dress up like anime characters and drive go-karts through the city. However, due to increasing complaints from local residents, Shibuya Ward has decided to tighten regulations. There have been issues like noise, bad smells near the garages, and tourists stopping their carts at the Shibuya Scramble crossing to take photos, causing serious congestion in one of Tokyo's busiest areas. But don't worry, the new rules aren't too strict yet. Operators are now required to submit safety plans, specify their driving routes, and provide a phone number for handling complaints from locals. For now, the go-kart experience is still available as long as these rules are followed. But it's unclear how long it will continue if more complaints arise. So if you're planning to try it, now might be the time.
And don't forget to subscribe for updates as the situation develops.
Number 7. Nintendo Museum Updates. Nintendo, the company behind famous characters like Mario, Pokemon, and Donkey Kong, opened the Nintendo Museum in Kyoto in October 2024. Now, they have announced a new area called the Art Gallery, opening in September 2025. This new section will showcase various artwork, including character illustrations and concept designs from many popular games. I recently visited the museum with some friends, and it was truly a fun experience. The museum looks back on Nintendo's history, and the game section lets you play classic games on giant controllers or compete in cutting-edge shooting games on big screens. If you're a Nintendo fan and planning to visit Kyoto, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Tickets are by advance reservation and lottery, so be sure to apply early once your trip to Japan is confirmed.
Number 8. Don't miss these Japan Summer Festivals 2025. As I mentioned in a previous video, Japan hosts many exciting events throughout the year. Joining these festivals is a great way to experience Japanese culture, and I highly recommend it. In 2025, here are 3 summer festivals you shouldn't miss. First, the Sumida River Fireworks Festival near Asakusa in Tokyo. It's Japan's largest and oldest fireworks festival, lighting up the summer sky with over 20,000 fireworks. This event will take place on July 26, 2025. Second, the Asakusa Samba Carnival. The iconic streets of Asakusa transform into a lively parade route pulsing with samba music. This festival features passionate performances that rival Brazil's famous Rio Carnival, attracting around 500,000 visitors each year. The 2025 Carnival is scheduled for August 30th. Third, the Yokohama Minato Mirai Smart Festival. This event promotes Yokohama as an SDGs future city by connecting local businesses and communities to revitalize the city. Highlights include live music performances by famous artists and spectacular fireworks launched from the sea into the night sky. It will be held on August 4th, 2025. These are just a few examples. Many areas across Japan hold various summer events.
If you are visiting Japan during summer, be sure to join a traditional festival and enjoy a unique travel experience.
Number 9. New updates on Japan's top theme parks. As I mentioned in a previous video, the most popular theme parks for foreign tourists in Japan in 2025 include Teen Lab Planets in Tokyo, ranked 2nd, and Ghibli Park, ranked 6th. Both parks have exciting updates that I'd like to share with you. First, Teen Lab, known for its cutting-edge exhibits that blend technology and art, has announced a new facility in Kyoto, one of Japan's most famous tourist destinations. This new venue will showcase a lineup of past works, new art pieces, and some that have never been shown in Japan before. Visitors can enjoy fully immersive experiences, including a highlight piece where bubbles are transformed into floating sculptures and interactive art that glows in response to people's movements. The location is also very convenient, within walking distance from Kyoto Station. Second, Ghibli Park offers an enchanting experience where visitors can step into the world of Studio Ghibli's beloved animations. It's extremely popular among fans worldwide and attracts visitors from everywhere. Excitingly, starting August 2nd, 9, and 16, 2025, Ghibli Park will open for the first time in the evenings until 8 p.m. This nighttime opening means the park will be beautifully lit up, offering a new atmosphere and way to enjoy the magical world of Ghibli after dark. Although night openings are currently limited to just a few dates, if successful, this may expand to regular nighttime hours in the future. Be sure to visit these incredibly popular and updated theme parks for a memorable and fun trip to Japan.
How was today's video?
If you would like a personal guide in Japan or need recommendations for travel plans and cultural experiences,
Please contact me from the link in the description section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!